That's right. Oh. Oh, I gotta see that. Mm. All right, now let's go over to the live screen, right? Yeah. Okay, I got my thumbnail. What else? Um, okay, and boom, there I am. Oh, Jedi, you look like some bullshit. Not a good look, bro. Not on your birthday. Okay, and boom. Okay, okay. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. Um, it's been a minute since I did live stream, cause y'all know they had me in the slave quarters. They had me shut down for 3 months, but you know I'm black, so it had to go longer than that. So I'm out of practice, of I used to get just set up a live stream and I'm ready. Let's go, let's go. But I haven't done it in a while, so I'm hoping. First of all, I need you to check in and tell me, can you see me and can you hear me? And is the stream smooth and is it clear? And I can't wait to shout you guys out. And also, I always sneak up on y'all with my live streams, everybody. That's almost necessary because it seems like when I say I'm going to do something as it relates to my online stuff, if I announce it, something goes wrong and I can't. So I just don't say nothing. I just, boom, I do it. And if it works, then, oh, I'm here. Um, Also, don't forget to thumbs up the live stream, you guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I want to start out with Sweet B, making that sweet tea for me. My brother sent you birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I woke up this morning, you guys. I always live in a space of gratitude. And as I do every morning that I wake up. Because for me, as Muslims, it's not like, oh, midnight starts the next day. We don't do that. Like, it's not the next day until the ray of the sun hits the earth again. Then it's a new day. And so in that context, when I wake up every morning and I see the light, I give thanks. I say, glory be to the one who has restored my soul and opened my eyes and given me another chance. Because another chance, to from your arc of life, from the womb of your mother to the cradle of the earth, that arc of life, every moment of it is a chance to earn the grace of your maker, so that when you meet him on the great day, you will either receive paradise or hellfire, And so it's another chance to get it right, So, Allahu Akbar. Sweet D, shout out to you. K.R. Watkins, we are getting married. I know you're married already, but damn it, I'm working out something with the laws so that we can also be married. Because I see my intellect echoed in you in so many ways. And I haven't even finished reading all of the comments on the last one, and I love them. And I love how you pointed out, this was brilliant. This is right up my alley, and you knew it as you typed it, I'm sure. When you were saying that they spoke about the girl's age being 13 and 16, but that they mentioned R. Kelly as being 51. So the reader is left with, he was a 51-year-old man doing this to these 13-year-olds. They should have said, they were 13 and 16, and Kelly was X age at that time, but they didn't. So that was an excellent. I saw my birth when I read that. I saw my birth. So big shout out to you, and I'm gonna read some of you guys' comments too in this live stream, you guys. And remember that in this stream, this is just, my streams are whatever. As I've said many times in the past, you guys hear and see me in video all the time. I don't ever see you or hear many of your voices unless we Skype. But live streams for me are about you having direct, I'm right here, right now. And so anything you want to ask me or points you want to talk about or whatever you want to bring up, I'm here to address that, and it's all fine and it's all good. All right. And I do look like some bullshit. Let me claim that down. Sweet D, my sister called me this morning, from New York, and I was saying to her, I'm just, cause it seems like the last many years. First of all, I was telling my nephew on the phone last night, like, I really don't remember any of my birthdays. Cause I've never been that one, my birthday's coming up, I'm doing such and such, I'm doing such and such, and so for my ex birthday, I did such and such. I really don't have that. Cause I'm just usually just grateful that I got another birthday, I'm 25 today, for anybody who wants to know, I'm 25. I'm 25, don't type me anything. And so I don't really remember birthdays, and so today I will just, birthdays are usually a time of reflection for me, really, because each year that you live more years than you have left, probably, because you don't know when you're going to leave the earth. So I'm just usually grateful, if anybody has anything special in store for me, I don't know, but I'm usually just like, oh, it's another day, but I'm grateful and I recognize it's my birthday and all those things. And I usually reflect on, my life, my grandmother raising me, my mom dying when I was 6 months old, spending the first year of my life in the hospital. I wasn't expected to live. And just the human being that I am and have become over my journey on earth, and the things that I'm passionate about, what I would like to achieve, the mark I would like to leave on the earth. I was watching the Oscars last night, and only because my sister and my nephew called me and they're like, are you watching the Oscars? They did the same thing with the Grammys, and we ended up watching it on the phone together. And I was watching the Oscars, but when they got to the guy that won for the Freddie Mercury movie, I said to my nephew, I said, all these people did that movie, and this guy is up there accepting this award now because that guy lived. He made a mark. They made a movie about him. Somebody got into a tuxedo tonight, got in a limousine, drove someplace, and people wrote his name down on stuff. And they're presenting this guy now for playing the role of this guy, you know, and I was just using it as a metaphor of leaving something on the earth, you know. Like, I would hope that even you guys that follow me online, that you would download some of my videos, even if you don't have enough file space to download all of them. Keep my videos, you know, whatever your favorite one is, keep that, you know, so that one day, whenever I'm gone, that will be among the things that I left on the earth, you know. I always think about legacy, you know, and this is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about moving to Africa, because I see the writing on the wall, and I feel like there's something I can do. And it seems like since my childhood, I've been searching for what God has already told me. He's already told me. So it's like, okay, now tell me, like, where am I, is this what I'm doing? Is this what I'm doing? Is this what you wanted me to do? Is this my purpose? Is this it? Is this it? You know? And along the way, I've had people tell me, you know, well, you know, you're probably doing the things that you're supposed to do. I go, no, because the message was very clear. You're supposed to do something really big that's going to affect humanity and change and shake humanity in some way. So that's my constant search, you know. That's my constant search. Torion Rain, shout out to you, man. You know, after my channel shutdowns and all that other stuff, I lost contact with a lot of people, you know. But shout out to you, and I'm so grateful for the people who have found their way back to me. I love that so much, and thank you. But good to see you. LC, I love you. And you're another one that's in my intellectual space too. I love you. I love your fire. And, you know, and also LC is a perfect reminder, you guys. I don't expect for everybody I don't expect for you to agree with everything that I, espouse. I would hope you would, because my opinions are devoid of selfishness. My opinions are based on what is right. And so I would hope that you would adopt my way of thinking, not because I think it, but because it's the right way, if that makes sense. Cass, what's up, baby girl? Thank you for the happy birthday shout outs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Before you even get started, you got me all fired up watching the R. Kelly piece with them heifers. I know, that's what I was telling you, KR. I know, and trust me, I'm reading all your stuff. Trust me, I was reading. Okay, good to know, Cass. I didn't understand your comment, Sweet D. Sorry, too late already. Something. We have this crazy wind up here today. I stayed home. I ain't mad at you. And it's real bad in New York where my sister is too. Like, no school today and all that. Like, even when I was on the phone with my nephew, they got the alert, no school. Terrence Bowers, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Yes, LC, Regina King and Spike Lee. Regina King is such a queen, y'all. Like, she's never let us down, ever. Like, she's just, I mean, she looks the same as she's always looked. And her mother just looked like such a royal goddess sitting next to her. I love that so much. And I almost cried because I always love when I see people with their mothers, you know, because I'm never going to, there's no picture that exists of me with my mother and there won't ever exist, you know. So I'm really, I love that so much. And just that her mother is there to see her child come to fruition and do her thing. I love that. That's everything to me. Uh, no, I didn't watch the red carpet. Virgil Kendrick, shout out to you. I didn't watch the red carpet, so I didn't see the men in dresses. Uh, And yes, of course, I'll still be doing videos in Africa. It'll be even more like because I will be documenting everything. Here's what I'm eating, you guys. Look, I'm eating. Here's what I'm going to. You'll see. I mean, my whole life will be filmed in Africa. Every moment of it. Every moment of it. Everything. Because I want you to see every detail so you can imagine yourself. Oh, I really could move to Africa. You know? Um, Terrence, thank you for the donation because they, you know, the thing is on you guys. If you want to donate money, you can do that. That's fine. Thank you, Terrence. Uh, Ruth E. Carter. Yeah, wasn't she the one for costuming on Black Panther? LC. Um, Tammy Hartwell. And you know what? Your birthday is very. I mean, your name is very close to a girl I knew in high school named Tammy Harwell. And I was such a nerd in high school, you guys. No game, nothing, but she was like a really popular person, and for some reason she just took me under her wing. And I was with all the cool people all the time. Her name was Tammy Harwell. Anyways, so shout out to you, Tammy. Um, Oh, sweet D, all my stuff is fake on Facebook. It's all fake. It's all fake. Like the only thing I used was my real birthday, you know. And then the year is wrong. Like I don't tell that because remember at my zenith I had over 4.5 million viewers. That's a lot of people to be exposed to. At 20,000 something subscribers between my Jedi Revolution and my main Jedi channel. And I was exposed, and so those were things I put in place for security, you know, like people that have Skyped with me, they know where I live, they know my real name, they know they know everything. But publicly, I don't do that because you see what's out here, you know. And if I was on here just doing bullshit, it wouldn't matter. But I piss a lot of people off, and that's good. That means I'm telling the truth, you know, which is a dangerous commodity in this society, you know, but I'm not gonna stop. Uh Nico Reed, walaikum salam, rahmatullahi barakatuh. And and jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Um, are you Muslim? No, KR, I told you, stop now. I already told you. You look like Aaliyah. Now, well, it depends on what you're doing because okay, I'll allow that. I haven't seen you look like Regina King. I'm gonna allow it just because I haven't seen it. But I thought you looked like Aaliyah's mom because her and her mother look like sisters, and you look like her. Like plus you got the hair and everything. So just you are Aaliyah's mom. I said it. Um, but yeah, so Sweet D, like I say, all that is not real. Like it's not real. And my name, all that. Like I had to ask somebody one time when I hadn't signed into my Facebook in a while because I have two Facebooks, and I was like, "What's my name on Facebook? What's my name on Twitter?" You know. Um, Ray Supreme, thank you, brother, for the shout out, and shout out to you. Uh, QB Nice T, am I saying that right? Thank you, brother, for the shout out, and shout out back at you. Yeah, I did see 7 seconds, sweetie. Virgil Kendrick, thank you. I appreciate that. You said I'm so inspirational. I appreciate that. I thank you so much. I give glory to God for that. I thank God all the time for just who He's allowed me to be. Because I am someone who sees myself outside of myself, and I look at that guy and I go, wow. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm able to recognize who God has allowed me to be, who I am. And I realize how rare I am too, sadly. Yeah. And you know what, LC? The chick that was in Black Panther, she had hair last night, you know. But I remember they did this one function for women after the movie came out or something like that. And she got up there, she was presenting to I think she was presenting to Lupita Nyong'o. Anyway, that chick, she got up there and she said she had a powerful speech and she did that thing, whatever. She went and hit it. I was like, you go, girl. She killed it. Allahu Akbar, Nika. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. You are my sister. Yumi Kumi, walaikum salam, barakmatullahi barakatuh. And Yumi, have you made the transition? AJ Rod, thank you so much. And shout out to you. Yes, Virgil, the genuine article. And I really pride myself on that. And it seemed like the more I lived life, even at a young age, I began to recognize early on in life, okay, you're different. And I began to know early on that truth was not popular. Like, don't say that. Don't say that. You got to use other words. You can't make people uncomfortable. I can't live in that space. The truth is everything. It's like, why? It's the easiest thing. So I don't need to change. I don't need to. Weekendy Narcissi. Weekendy Narcisse. Shout out to you. Albangle John. My younger sister was born 25th February 1991. Today is her 28th birthday. Oh my God. We're the same age. But that means your younger sister is an outstanding human being, because there's something about February, you guys, too. I noticed that a lot of calamities happen in February. Even when I'm watching documentaries or something on murder, or it just seems like a lot of stuff goes crazy in February, And on February so and so, like, why is it gotta be February? I found myself like, it's February all the damn time. I'm over it. Black Woman's Guide to the Galaxy. Shout out to you, and thank you for the shout out. J9 Ya. Shout out to you. Hey, back at you. Yes, I'm definitely out the cotton field. Thank you, Cass. Was he KR? Beware. Deborah Jefferson, shout out to you. Thank you for the birthday shout out. Thank you. Eris Gal, Eris Gal 30. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Shout out to you and thank you for the shout out. You know, guys, also I somebody made me aware. I don't remember who it was now. That they're thinking about exhuming Michael Jackson's body over some motherfuckers that claim that he, like, that some victims, this victim shit is going way too far. All right? It's too many victims now. It's too many victims. There's too many damn victims. You see, if you wasn't a goddamn victim when he was alive, god damn it, you're not a victim now. I'm over it. Oh, Virgil. Yeah, Jan called me. Well, because we were supposed to be together on my birthday, but she's touring and stuff. So she's touring. So when she comes off tour on Friday, and we'll get together then, we'll go to the mosque together on Friday, and then she and I will have something that's special that we're doing. So thanks for asking about my wife. Appreciate you. And I'll let her know that you were asking about her. She loves that when you guys ask about her. So that's what's happening. Um, right. That's what I'm get serious real quick. Real quick. Shout out to Victoria Welsh. And that's so true. Like, just let Michael rest. Damn. You know, it's just, it seems like they feel like they haven't reached their goal of desecrating him. And they're determined that the memory of him is going to be what they say. You see? Well, it's not. You understand? OJ, trust the punch is at the ready. It's never too far. All right. Marcus, my brother, shout out to you and thank you. Yeah. Like, leave Michael alone, dude. Like, there's not, listen, whatever you do, it's nothing they're going to be able to ever do. This man is beloved around the earth because people knew his spirit, they knew his character. You can't take that away from a human being. You just can't. Only way that can be done, they have to do it themselves. You know, Michael always held his integrity, and it's just like you can't. It's like nothing you're ever going to be able to do. You know, you can't. You can't. MW, shout out to you, the vigilant one. I'm a victim of Kamala and Kerr. Where's my check? I can't with you. I can't. And look, I've seen some people didn't agree with the Kamala Harris video. You just don't know enough. You're not paying attention. You know, come out of the hype. You know, and like I say, stop being influenced by what they say. We decide who's bad and who's good of ours. You see, we don't need. I mean, I'm over it. You know, Killmonger, the Rebel just came by to say happy birthday, Jedi. May you be blessed with many more. Inshallah. You know, if it's the will of God, I will live a very long life. You know. Longevity is in my family. You know, my father probably would have lived a longer life, but prostate cancer took him, you know. So, Um, I know. Thank you, LC. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just throwing salt. Like, listen, if nothing else, I have definitely put to bed her criminal justice record, you know. And we must remember, this was Oakland. This is the Bay Area. It's a lot of black folks. Of course, those are the fucking defendants she's going to be seeing. You know? So, I mean, you know, if Chinese are coming in, those are the ones she's going to be prosecuting. Or not prosecuting, or whatever. You know, but I take her on her word when she says the things that she's saying. But I also know this devil. They sitting right up there asking her, and they know that she writes the title in the summary. Like, come on. Well, D, I laid that out actually in my, if you go to the GoFundMe, there's a whole video that I produce expressing what my plan is of why I'm going to Africa, what I plan to do when I get there, as it relates to our people and all of that. You know, so you can go and watch that. But, you know, it's all of that. And then also, like I said, I want to die on African soil. You know, that my heart calls me there. My soul calls me there. And I always know when the universe is calling me to something. I know it. God has taught me, you know, it's something, it's how I live my life. It's been a constant for me. Things that I've done in my life has been because of the calling. The universe is telling me, you're going to do this next. This is what you're doing. You're doing this, you know, and I just follow that, you know. No, LC, but they say in San Francisco, but you listen to her, she was in Oakland. Oakland. They're just saying San Francisco, you know. And remember, she wore several hats. She was district attorney and she was, something else. And then she was attorney general, you know. So I think we just have to take a closer look, you know. Because like I say, I'm not interested in my opinion. Whatever the truth is, I'm out there right now. And she's no longer a prosecutor. It hasn't been for a very long time. So why aren't we bitching about prosecutors that are out there? Why aren't you bitching about prosecutors that are in your town right now? Where's that bitch at? Where's the bitching for that? You see what I'm saying? It's just, oh, now it's her, so now we will bitch about what she's done in the past. When every single one of these white motherfuckers, anybody you're ever going to vote for, has a bunch of shit in their past that's worse than that. You know? And we also forget that when you're in a white bureaucracy, you don't just show up and now you run everything because you're a black presence. I wish it was that way. It's not. And sadly, she's not a Muslim. She's a Christian. And y'all are the first ones to give in and acquiesce and go along and not make waves for your check. I've told you, I can't name the number of jobs I've lost in my life simply because I was going to do the right thing. And I knew that day that I got up, that I'll go to work, I'm about to lose my job today. Because money has never been important to me. What is right has always been important to me. Period. I can live and die by that. You see? So this isn't about, oh, it's Kamala. It's about, I've looked at it from a neutral eye. And this is what the truth is. You see, I'm not going to hold her accountable for anything she's done in the criminal justice system, which isn't anything bad. But you notice in the video, all the whole time he was going to talk to her, they put up there, she refused to, etc., while they're saying something else. Just like when you go back and look, they say that, my nephew and I were talking about this last night. Every time they show Michael Jackson's trial, they say he came out of the court and got up on the SUV and was dancing on the SUV. Go back and look at the video. They're telling you that while they're showing you the video of him not dancing. You see, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. That's why you have to listen down and look down. Because they will literally show you the truth while telling you something else. 9/11. And then the buildings collapse. What you see are not buildings collapsing. You see buildings becoming dust in front of your eyes. There's not a collapse happening. You see, let us be vigilant. That's why I always tell you, you got to stand at your gate. You gotta stand your gate. Interesting, Albango. Um, and I'm over him too, Brandon. Like, you're Michael's son. Stop it. Just come on out and tell us, dude. It's like Michael went through all that to shield his children with the masks and everything so that when they got older, they could go out and be normal people. He's not even dead 24 hours and they're parading out the kids. We know who they are now. And we don't care. Because we never really accepted them and we still don't. Like, I don't see Paris and Prince as, plus the name Prince doesn't even feel right on a white kid. I'm just telling you my truth. But we just don't accept them as his children. I don't see, y'all not that special. I don't really see y'all. I'm not interested. I can't. You're still white children. They don't have rhythm. They don't have any of the anything that a black child from this man would have. It's in their genes. The whole family is talented, except for them. Even the Jackson kid, Tito and Jermaine and what's his name's kids, they all had a group. And they were big. These kids ain't gonna do shit. Blanket? I doubt it. I doubt it. Yes, MW, I say she is ours because, we don't make any distinction between Jamaicans and Indians. They are melanated people. You understand? And Jamaicans were slaves, like us, because they took slaves to the islands. And so they know colonization and all of that. And her mother is Indian, from India. Like, they are us. There's I know black Indians right now. They go to a mosque. Yes, she's ours. Damn it. Now, it's a different proposition for me saying she's ours, and does she feel like she's ours? You see, she went to Howard University, that's a HBCU, and her family had a little bit of money, so she didn't have to go to HBCU. She did, and she's a Delta or whatever they call that, those fraternities or whatever. So listen, I accept her as being a black woman. I'm just not cool with the white husband. I'm consistent, Like, I could see her anywhere, but that's the sister. Plus, she got the onion too. I mean, it comes down to the onion. When all else fails, check the onion. Sister's got an onion. You know what? It doesn't take a lot of strength and courage, D. It depends on one's frame of mind. It's your worldview and you in it. Like, I'm on Earth. I'm on an acre. We just consider this country an acre. And there's a lot of other acres. So I'm going to Africa. It's just another place on Earth. It's just another place on Earth. Like, I'm not going to the moon. Shout out to, it just jumped, Mindra, somebody. Shout out to Gary Wright. Yours is March 1. Appreciate you in the Pisces house, bruh. Special fraternity. Everybody can't get that gift. I'm saying everybody can't get that goodness. Set your white ass down. I'm over it. Daryl Eiffel. Shout out to you, my brother. Big shout out to you and much love. Um, it's jumping, y'all. I seen a name. Mandria Montgomery. Shout out to you. What is an ADA, LC? I know what a DA is. I don't know what an ADA is. That's Remy Ma saying she's for 3 strikes. Did you go and find out her record to see if she was for 3 strikes? Don't bring me a quote from Remy Ma, who I love. Don't bring me no quote from Remy Ma. You see what I'm saying? This is intellectual laziness, my people. You've got to rise. You have to rise. You have to rise. Let your opinions be and your assessment be based on fact and not hearsay. Third party. Well, Remy Ma said. Well, Remy Ma could have heard from her mama. Remy Ma is not a politician. Last time I checked. You see what I'm saying? You got to challenge yourself. Stop being lazy. Oh, assistant district attorney. Okay, thank you, KR. Alright, so she was the assistant. Last time I take the assistant, I'll really do more than the person that's it. It will be like... Children of the Court, I love that, Yumi. They are the children of the Court, goddammit. Ania Grace, thank you so much. I don't understand that. Listen, y'all. Listen, here's what I don't do. I always tell you this. Intellectuals discuss. Ignorant people argue. Because intellectuals are only interested in what the facts are, not opinions. We discuss what is known and what is fact. And then our conversation is only limited to that. You see? So I'm not going outside of this. I'm not doing it. Because like I say, I know what I know. And so you don't know. And when you know, then we can have a conversation about what is known. Not what Remy Ma said or what her mama said or somebody like that. We're not interested in that, you see. We're just not interested, you know. And information is critical on this because, you know, I don't care if you vote for her or not. You know, for me, it's like I said in the video, I just saw that there was an immediate explosion the next day after she announced of all this anti-Kamala shit. And it was like, nah, hold up. Wait a second. You know. And it just seems like we're harder on our own. You know, they just put a motherfucker in office that is a known racist that was having nothing but Klan rallies and grabbing people's crotches and saying, calling motherfuckers sons of bitches and has done everything illegal. Everybody in this fucking office has been arrested, or indictment, or under suspicion, or investigation or some shit. And we're going to sit and bitch about whether or not this lady was a prosecutor or not? Bite me! They get their shit done regardless. They gonna have their motherfucker in office regardless of the shit they've done. We gotta get that gangster mentality. We want a purist candidate now. Purist. But you had that in Obama. And you didn't get out for the midterm elections. And you didn't support him the entire time he was in office. And then you sat back and bitched that he did nothing. And he was perfect. His name was Barak. He was a gift to you from Allah. Don't get me started. God damn it. We sabotage our own shit. What you do is you get organized as one mass, which we can't come together for shit. You get organized as one mass. Then you show up at Kamala or whoever's office and say, yeah, we together now, bitch. What? This is what we want. Because everybody knows they need the black vote. That's why fucking Sniper Fire went around wearing her little tennis shoes and hot sauce in her purse and trying to talk all like she's all like, fuck you, whore, the 94 crime bill and bring us to heel and we're predators. But you looked over all of that. That was fine because she was white. But it comes to your own, tear the bitch down. Tear the bitch down. You see? Especially y'all women under the sound of my voice, you should be the last ones trying to tear this sister down. The last ones. The last ones. Because to tear her down suggests that you're perfect. And we say, well, then where's your campaign? Why aren't you running? What's happening? Where's your campaign? Why don't we see you announcing? I love Remy, like I say, but Remy's not my source of information for politics and things intellectual. You know, I love her as a black queen. Like, that's Remy, her hustle, her story, everything. I love her. And I'm surprised that I'm the only person on earth that sees that she looks like Michelle Obama. And I don't take that lightly, because y'all know Michelle is my queen, and I saw her descend from heaven on the wings of angels now. But that's all fine. And I love her and Papoose, their whole thing. And he always wears that hat that says black love. And that's the example our young people especially need to see, that. How graceful she looks as a pregnant woman and all that stuff. I just love it. I love her down to her voice, too. I love Remy Ma. I love her. And I love her sense of humor. I get her. I love her. I love her. I do. I love her. I love her. I love her. But, damn it, she's not a politician. And she's probably given to gossip and conjecture and stuff like that, you know. Stamped, shout out to you. But I'm saying, you show up and you as a group and you say, we're the black community, and now what? And it can't be fucking fake ass black pastors, Christian pastors, you see. Can't be any Christians involved, because they've already, that's why we're where we're at now. Because we had nothing but a generation in histories of Christians that have sold us out. You understand? They don't have the heart of the lion. That Christianity takes it right out of them. They're the first ones to hug up with their enemy, forgive the enemy, love the enemy, and ally up with the enemy. No, the heart of the lion is, I don't want shit to do with you, and back up off me. You see? Malcolm resides in this heart, not Martin. Not only that, they love Martin. They don't love Malcolm. So that's exactly who you should be loving, is the one that they don't like. You see? Told you, if they love it, God damn it, we hate it. No, it's black cherry. Because my peach propel, I would have that in the bottle, you know, like, I would have that. Baby Girl 47, shout out to you. Thank you for the shout out. Um, who is Matrice Richardson? Mandria. Listen, when you work in law, everybody, I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about it. You don't know enough. I can just tell you don't know enough. You just don't. You just don't. You don't know enough to know that world. You know. You just don't. There's so much politics in that. You know. And you must remember that no matter what you want to say, she was still a black woman in that cabal. A black woman. You see, that's double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. You know, and it may be that she has her white husband just for that reason. You know, we've seen that. We've seen sisters and brothers, you know, that are trying to be upwardly mobile. You know, they go in and take them a white somebody, you know, just to look like they are more in with the, you know, and so that's fine. That's one of the things I loved about Barack, because for me, you tell the measure of a man or a woman, quite frankly. But speaking for a man, you tell the measure of a man by his woman and his children. He is reflected there. Whatever he gonna show you, his true reflection comes out of his woman and his children. And when I saw that statuesque queen walk out, that's it. That's a black man. That's it. That's it. He might be yellow, but goddammit, he's a brother. And he has the proper hair too. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, Cory Booker's ass with his positive ass. I am going to need you to grow a mustache. I'm going to need to check the pubic hairs. I'm going to need something. I'm going to need. I'm going to need that. Anjanae 23. Shout out to you, girl. Oh, how's my brother? Sass, what's up, girl? Oh my God. Oh, I see the knives. You gave me the knives. I love it. You kill me with that. You kill me. You kill me. Man. By the way, you guys, your boy has, if y'all feeling generous and y'all want to throw something at your boy, you can click on that super chat bullshit they got and holler at your boy. But he is though, LC. He's too positive. Like I can't even believe I was even saying it. Like he is too positive. He's too positive. He's too positive. He wears me out. Like he's one of those people that you know is like running a 10K every or some shit every 5 minutes. I can't. He is too positive. I can't. And was I lying? Didn't he sound just like goddammit Schwarzenegger with the when he starts speaking Spanish? Him and his nook. Oh my God. I can't. He probably is a vegan. I'm sure he's probably, I don't even know that to be a fact, MW, but I would go out on them and say, the bitch is a vegan. Because he's too positive. Like, Take that shit to a rally down the street, like at the Y, or like some, you know, sports team or some bullshit. You are too positive. Four more gas stations and two hair salons got closed down in Detroit due to black protests. By who? For what? Yes, Al Bango. Listen, I think, listen, if Kamala Harris is the nominee, everybody gonna vote for her. It's that simple. Because what we know, whatever we want to talk about, whatever else we want to talk about with her, we know she is not a fucking racist like the bitch that's in there now. She's not psychotic like the bitch that's in there now. I've always felt like a woman needs to run shit. Like, that's, things just go better when you let women run anything. I don't care if it's industry, if it's the country, if it's your fucking household. You let the woman run it, you know, as Muslims, even in Islam, like that's what Allah has said. That's the way of the woman. You just let her be. She's a woman. She has a status with God that you don't have. You understand? Simply because she is a woman. And so you don't need to do all this. You don't. You understand? I've always been that dude. Anytime I've been in relationships, I said my woman just run it. Whatever she want. Whatever she say, that's what we doing. That's what God what. I'm good. You see, because she wouldn't be mine if I didn't trust her or I couldn't get along with her and all that. Whatever she said, that's good. We good. That's what's happening. You know? Everything runs smoothly that way. All of it. All of it. And I really believe that you saw a certain calm that now even white people miss. As much as they wanted to bitch about Obama. Shout out to AJ Rod. As much as they want to bitch now about Obama, they understand there was a calm that the country had. You just kind of knew he was taking care of things. Whatever. At the very least, we weren't in threat of being killed. You know. And I think that would be even more heightened with a woman, certainly a black woman, you know, because this woman has already shown she has that skill of black woman. She can multitask, she do a million things at once and juggle a fucking football on her pinky and do her nails, and it's nothing. Our women can do that. So I just think that I always felt like the world would be a better place if there was more women running things. And there's many countries that have women as their leaders. It's just, this is the place to always start shit with everybody else. I feel like she's the type that can get in there, and because she is so direct. You know, if you watch her in that town hall, she'll go, you know, but this is what I think. And here's why. And boom. You know, I love that. Like, this is what it is. You see, she's used to being able to just look people in the face and tell you what the fuck is going on. You know, because she's come from a world where you have to give people bad news. You know, you're going away for 30 years. And this was, you know, or you got to negotiate with the other side. And, you know, so a woman's temperament, women are not given to violence the way men are. You know. And no one is given to violence the way that white men are. You know, so even a black man is given to violence when it's his brother. But we're not given to, let me go bomb another country. You feel me? That's a lot to do. We can't really, you know, and so I just feel like a woman should be the one. I knew Sniper Fire wasn't it because the bitch is a liar and I don't like her. You see, I don't believe anything you say. I don't believe you. So take your bitch ass. You see, so Sniper Fire was not the one. Maybe this woman could be, you know. Elizabeth Warren is too librarian for me. She's too old maid or something. I don't know. I can't. She just doesn't, she seems too timid. her voice don't even let her be tough. You know, it's just the disposition she's been given, you know. And I sat right there and I told the governor, and I told him, and it's like, shouldn't you be reading children's stories and giving out cookies or something, Lizzie? Can't you just, like, I can't. Shout out to Charmaine Champagne. I must have made you a moderator at some point because I see the thing over there by your name. So moderate any and all white devils that come into this bitch. I know, MW. Like I say, it's a sticking point for me. Like, but you got a white dude. So that means when you come out the Oval Office over the East Lawn to the helicopter with the family is you and then that white dude. Or when you show up to open the Olympics, it's you and the white dude. Or when you're walking down Pennsylvania Avenue on Inauguration Day, it's you and the white dude. Okay. But what I've been preaching to you guys and telling you, this interracial bullshit, they're really pushing it. That and the alphabet bullshit, they're pushing all that. It might be they just fucking elect her ass for that. So they have a white man with a black woman. Don't put shit past this devil. You know, Stamped, I had my issues with Willie Brown. It's just energy that I feel. Energy. I tell you guys, I have a sixth sense, I'm clairvoyant, and I feel energy. And I can't. You know, even John Lewis showed his ass up at the Oscars last night. That shit, roll your bitch ass out. Because your civil rights shit has worn out, homie. You don't get to show up at Grammy or at Oscars and get standing ovations and shit. If you're that much beloved as a civil rights survivor and shit, then you should be able to put any bill through for African people. It's from John Lewis. We have to pass it. But they happy to lick his ass, and it's John Lewis, and he's a civil rights great, and oh my God, he's amazing. As long as he sit his Christian ass back there and don't say a fucking thing or do shit for us. If anybody's in that bitch that could do shit for us, it's his bitch ass. Fuck John Lewis. Yeah, Elsie. But she was like, and Jeff Sessions is so, all I can see is cookies and reading books with her. I have to get past that. I can't. TT, thank you so much. That's very kind. Shout out to you. And I feel like I saw some of her stuff on MSNBC or something too. She, you know, with Jeff Sessions and all of it. And, you know, actually, before she got into the Senate, I watched her debates in whatever state she's from, you know. She held her own. She was annoying enough, you know, because she's annoying. She has this annoying quality about her. I'm not saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying she's annoying. I'm just identifying it. And so, I don't know. Like, if she was to win, I'd be cool with that. You feel me? Like, I hate to say it, but anything's better than Trump right now. You know, because this is white supremacy times X, whatever many X's you want, you know. It just, I can't. Oh, Sass, I'm sorry. How do I do it? There you go, babes. And goddamn it, get your knives out, Sass. Our peers. Thank you so much, Pierce. Thank you. And I'm glad you just took a moment. You know, I appreciate that. Pamela Williams, my girl. Maggie. Thank you, Pamela. And you are a kiss from a rose. Um, Excellent idea, Virgil. You know, again, it all comes back to us, everybody. It all comes back to us. The power is always with us on anything. You know, we really don't have any ground to stand on to bitch about anything ever because it all comes back to us because we are in a position now that no matter what weapons are formed against us, we have enough numbers and power within that we could do anything. You know, I'm trying to raise this $10,000 for Africa. Do you understand that just my R. Kelly video received nearly 15,000 views? If everybody that watched that fucking video just gave $1, you feel me? I mean, do we have what we need? We just don't seek out the unity, you know? We don't seek out the unity and we don't try and build the coalitions. We just don't. We just don't. You know? We just don't. You know? When you, shout out to 40 Shorty. Thank you for the shout out. You know, when we look at the EFF in South Africa, everybody, they're exactly what we need. Like when I was trying to build the Black Independence Liberation League, that's the vision that I ultimately had for that organization. So that now they have the numbers. They even got a uniform. Like everybody was the red berets and the red shirt. They are EFF, bitch. They got their people elected to parliament. So they're in parliament. That means they get up and speak and make fucking shit happen. Julius Malema is their leader. Now they have the numbers. Now they are a political party and he will be the president of South Africa. That's how you work. You understand? That's how you work. But everybody in a fucking organization understands the white man is the devil. He's not our friend. We're here to take our shit and etc. etc. You see what I'm saying? And they speak to their people and I'm not going to South Africa. I'm going to live in Ghana. But I wish I was in South Africa, you know, just to help them, you know, just to get my lick in. Like, yeah. You see, on what they doing to white folks. I love it. I love it. I love it. But we could do that here, but you must understand too, the other thing they have going for them, they have a language. And in fact, the white people don't like when they speak their language. They want them to speak Afrikaner. Only some shit white people come up with. So, they want them to speak Afrikaner. They don't like when they speak their native languages. It pisses white folks off, you see. Sadly, like if we had a language, I could be on here right now and only speak in our language. Ain't shit they could do. They can't get in our conversation. They can't comment on shit. They can't do shit. They're completely iced out. You understand? I live for that, you know. But there are other ways to ice them out. Shout out to Miss Harmony. Thank you so much for the shout out and the blessing. I appreciate you. What are you saying, Daryl? You said with women like Lauryn Hill and Naomi Campbell, I can't deal with other races of women. In other words, you're saying because we have Lauryn Hill and Naomi that there'll be no need to go, because they are two beautiful women. Like, forget about it. On any day, even when Lauren show up looking just like the Goodwill child, her beauty still just comes through. She can't do anything to not look beautiful. She can't. She can't. You feel me? She can't. She can't. You feel me? And even when she shaved her hair off, it's still Lauren. Like, you still beautiful, so what? What are you telling us? You know. Yeah, I love her. And Naomi is just, she's Naomi. And she might be British, but goddamn it, she knows she a black woman, and she never tried to deny that shit. They probably know it, D. And too many of us don't know it, probably. I can speak Pig Latin. Yeah, Sass, I hear that you should just stay home because she's like 3 hours late, and but I'm not really taking her down for that because I tell you guys, I know a few things about the music industry, and I always tell you, just people used to just used to the to the outcome of work, the success, the struggle. You know, you don't know what she's been through long before you even heard her name. It's a lot of rejection. There's gatekeepers. There's people that hurt your feelings. I mean, it's a lot of shit. If you get to a Lauryn Hill level and you haven't killed at least 20 people, you have fucking survived. You understand that because it's a cat eat cat world and it's full of hateful people. Shout out to Chantel Green. Thank you for the shout out. Um, um, what'd you say, Sass? Sass, you can just hit the damn button to donate. It's a thing. You could just do it like Daryl did earlier. I don't even know what G plus is. Oh, they took away Google Plus. You can't do Google Plus no more. There's no more Google Plus. There's no more Google Plus. Like they sent out memos like, I don't know, sometime back. They were letting us know it was going away and it's gone away now. There's no more Google Plus. Even now when you produce YouTube videos, it used to be once you publish it, it would share it to your Facebook and share it to your Twitter if you had it set up that way. Now that's gone now. You have to go and publish it to Facebook and go and publish it to Twitter and wherever else. I don't know anything about Patreon. Yeah, Google Plus has gone away. It's gone. It's no more. Like they made sure they let you know this shit is over. Well, happy birthday to you. Belated birthday to you then, Lisa. Oh, oh, do we know who shit to the regime? Yeah, I love Julius Malema. My God, he's me. He's me. He shares that lion's heart. Yeah, she was tough on Banks. I do know about that. I didn't mention that. Um, and that's tough to do Cause they will have you killed. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell you, you're not doing shit to white folks unless you're fucking with their life or their money. You know what I'm saying? Don't care what else the fuck you do. If you're not fucking with their life or their money, you're not doing nothing. They just look at you. It's like you just punch yourself out. That's it. Um, really, y'all need so much. Oh my god, I can't. I think I've shouted everybody out. She was murdered by the Malibu police. They found her in her with her head chopped off with body parts missing. Okay. And I want to say this too. It always kills me when I see women, the first ones to tear each other down. Like, I always believe in like the fraternity. Like, and I always tell you guys, loyalty is everything to me. Loyalty is first because I'm someone who's fiercely loyal. Like, there's no greater friend you could have than me in your life. You just wouldn't. I mean that. Not as a brag, but just as a statement of the goddamn truth. And for me, it starts with the inner circle of family. Like, you never betray family. You never show disloyalty or dissension to anyone outside the family. That's first. Then it goes to our people. You never show dissension. We get you in a room, we beat your ass, we kill you, whatever the fuck we gotta do. But that doesn't get out. Like, you will never get the enjoyment of seeing us fighting. You see? And then there's the microcosm inside that of women, I believe. Like, women should be like this. Like, you don't get to say shit about Kamala behind some doors. Y'all, she's a bitch. We can't stand that bitch. We ain't voting for her and fuck her and this. But you don't show it to anybody else. It should be a fraternity within a thing within that cradle of women. Like, nah. And I've been disgusted by how many women I've heard, even when the sniper fire bitch was running. Not that they didn't like her. They just didn't want a woman to be president. That fucked me up. Like, why wouldn't you want a woman to be president? What's that? I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Look like y'all would be jumping at a woman. Not sniper fire, but jumping at a woman. You feel me? Because if you're the voting age or older, that means you voted for nothing but men, and most of them are white men that are flawed. How dare you want a woman to come along and be perfect? And now you could have a woman. You see what I'm saying? Instead of using this as an opportunity to, it's about whatever. It should be about whatever else she's doing now. We're not gonna hold her accountable for what she's done before that wasn't heinous. Like I say, my biggest challenge is the white husband. It just is. It just is. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. And for me, I'm looking at her now. What is she doing? And I can understand that Uh, just I see it all. Shout out to Deborah Jefferson. I don't know if I shouted you out. I don't think I saw your name before. Shout out to Deborah Jefferson. Thank you for the shout out. Um, no, I'm not KR. Shout out. I said that person already. I don't know if I shouted out J9. Shout out to I did shout out J9. I don't know if I shouted out J9, but shout out to J9 just in case. Um, Shout out to Cassidy's Chronicles. I know I didn't shout you out. I'm just saying your name now. I don't know how come it's. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. That's why I have to go back up and come back down. Uh, I'm saying if anybody wants to donate and at least buy your boy dinner tonight or something, that could be cute. I think I shouted you out. Life Works? Did I shout you out? Shout out to Life Works. Um, yeah, I don't think I shouted you out. Life Works. Because it jumps. That's true, Yumi. We come together for funerals. Everybody come. You know, but never for the stuff that matters. We just don't support, the way that we could and should, and the way that everybody else does. I don't know what that is. But what I do know is it begins with love of self. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody. You certainly can't love your people. You know, like I love me. I love me. When I started looking at, because I was trying to bring you guys a video on this football player that was saying he was toasting to light skinned babies. And in the article, they were saying something about maybe they didn't say it. Maybe I went on and was going to say it. But anyways, there's this thing that they talk about, self-hate. And that, a lot of black people walk around with self-hate and all this kind of thing. And I just thought that's so foreign to me. Like, I love me to death. I love me, you guys. I don't remember ever not really loving me. I love being with myself. I love me. I love everything about me. I love me. I love me. And the cherry on top is I'm an African. Like, that's the greatest thing. A struggle and all. I love being a black man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't even articulate it. Like, I love being black. I love being black so bad. I can't. Like, I love being black. And I love me. And I've always loved me. I've never felt like anybody on earth is greater than me or anything. Like, I've always been who you see me as. Like, that's me. I'm me. I'm just me. I've always been this way. I've just always been this way. I've never, I don't understand this self-hate shit. Like, I love me. 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 I can't even say it enough. Like, I just love me, and I couldn't imagine being anything else or anyone else, I love it, and I'm able to see myself because I'm someone who's very introspective, and I've over my lifetime I've done a lot of self-analysis, and to just be outside of myself, to observe myself. Who's that? Who's that? And that's how you know who you are. That's how you know who you are. And then also, I also always prescribe for anybody. Anytime, because it used to be just pictures. Like, anytime there was a picture of me, I had to see that picture. I need to see that picture. Because that's an opportunity for me to see myself in third person. It wasn't a vanity thing. It was just, that's me existing not as me. I'm on a picture. Let me see that picture. Let me see it. Give it to me. Let me see it. Same thing with video. Like, whenever there was, I had to see video of me. Because then I can see myself moving and talking and being. And it's the closest thing to stepping out of your own skin and seeing yourself as a fly on the wall. Who's that guy? And you see yourself and you can enjoy yourself or critique yourself or whatever. But there's discovery there of some kind. So I prescribe for anybody. Anytime you see yourself on video, see yourself on video. And in pictures. But certainly on video too. Because then you can see yourself. You can hear yourself talk. You can see how you do stuff. You can see everything about you. In third person. It's magic to me. That's magic. It's magic. It's magic. But it also helps you to get a holistic picture of yourself. Most people walk around the earth, they don't know who they are. On any level. From any perspective, they don't know themselves. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know, damn it, I know who I am. Shout out to Shaka. Thank you for the shout out and shout out to you. Yeah, I did. I just heard this the other day somewhere or something that Rihanna has some Fenty something. I think I was watching a documentary on her. Yeah, because I love Rihanna. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love Rihanna. I really like her. She has something. She has something. I like her a lot. Um, um, yeah, you too, Virgil. You know, and I think that's the thing that we should really share. When I think that's the thing that brothers aren't articulating when we get when we especially get around a lot of brothers when we're just all together as one. There is a certain, but nobody's really saying it. But there's a certain, like, we all black, you know, like we black men right here. You know, it's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. Christine Gaines, shout out to you and thank you for the birthday shout out. Thank you. Um, KRY God, you're still holding that against Rihanna. You know how these young kids are. They're young, they're stupid. Plus, they both got a lot of money, and you know how sisters get over the penis. So this all that was in factor here. You feel me? It just, I think she did the right thing. You see? So whatever she did after the fact, publicly, she came and was like, "I'm over it," because too many sisters stick and stay, you know, with the brother. So, you know, whatever happened. And eventually they went on their separate ways anyway. You know, he ended up having a baby and she's doing whatever, and I don't know what, and whatever she's doing. So, you know, yeah, KR, that's true. You know, um, some people don't get a chance to develop their own self awareness and self esteem, you know. Um, you know, I have, but then on some levels, I take issue in a way with that, at least as it relates to me, just because, but I'm just different, you know, because you know, when we were under the tutelage of my grandmother, that's one thing, but when my father and my stepmother, you know, they would tell you to your face, you're never going to be anything, and you aren't going to be at home after you're 18, and you're going to be out of here, and this, and they just, you were never, and you only want to go to school so you can socialize. Well, they were talking to the older kids. Because I always knew all that shit they were saying, like, that doesn't apply to me. That don't apply to me. And everything that I did reflected that. I was the Christ child. I didn't do anything wrong. I was on honor roll. They used to print the shit in the newspaper. I was all the overachiever. I got accommodations from state and federal government of my academic achievement. I was, come on. So, I don't know. I mean, I just think some people just have a light inside of them. You know, I remember Oprah telling the story, you know, when her grandmother would say, "Oprah Gale, make sure you get you some good white folks to work for, you know, because they were all maids." And she just remember thinking, I don't think this is going to be my life. No, I don't think this is going to be it. And I had that same light in me. No, I'm better than this, than what you're saying. I'm not going to school to socialize. I'm going to school to fucking learn so I can be the fuck out this bitch. And I knew at a very early age that I was going to have to depend on myself, you know. I just knew that. I just knew, like, you're going to have to depend on you. That's what it is, you know. You're going to have to depend on you. And, um, I was leaving New York, traveling cross country, because we moved to New York, and then I was in high school, but the credit system was different. So here I was an honor roll student, but then there I was like less than a freshman because of the way their credits went. And they were talking about summer school, which is a fight word. I never went to summer school. You understand? Like, I'm top of my class. I don't do summer school, miss. So, anyways, but that when my counselor did everything she could, and she said, no, we're not going to be able to, you're going to have to just, so I knew I was going to have to go back to my old school in another state. And I cried because we almost didn't make it to the bus. My stepmother wouldn't come across town and get me, or my dad. I was there with my grandma. My step auntie and uncle, they came and they broke every law getting me to that Greyhound bus station. My entire future depended on that bus ride. Everything. And I cried from New York to Chicago. The hiccup cry, uncontrollable, because my whole life was coming at me. And that ride, I made the commitment. Nobody tells me what to do from now on. Nobody. I will always take good advice where it's given. I won't be headstrong. I will always be fair-minded and righteous. But nobody tells me what to do. I am in control of my own life. That's it. That's it. And it wasn't until 2010 we had a family reunion on my stepmother's side. She died years ago, many years ago. But we still keep contact with them. And the reunion was going to be in Maryland. And my step aunt and uncle that had broke every law to get me to the Greyhound bus station, I cried as I thanked them. Because my whole future was on that fucking bus ride. If I couldn't get back to my school and get back in my classes and bust my ass to get into my junior year and graduate and go on to college and all that stuff, none of that would have happened. It all rested on that ride. And now I could go back to them and say, because of you, I have a business degree. Because of you, I was able to do such and such because of you. And it was a very emotional moment. But I always just had that light in me. Like, I know I'm greater than anything anybody's going to tell me. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. So it doesn't matter what I hear outside of myself. I know me. I know me. So you can't assign something to me and have me adopt that because it won't work. I know who I am. 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 And I know the energy that I bring to anything, that I had to learn also about myself because my father when my father walked into the room, the air changed. It just changed. And it didn't have to be us at home. It could just be, you could be anywhere. If he was there, it was different. It just was different. It just was different. And my father wasn't a mean person or anything like that. He just was, people just perceived him as intimidating. We were afraid of him, Shout out to little Michelle A. Thank you for the shout out. And my sister in Islam then. Assalamu alaikum. We were afraid of my dad. Like, don't talk to. You knew you were loved, but my dad just wasn't from that time when you gushed and, many years before he passed, even back in the 1990s, I got him to saying, I love you. I love you. I got him to saying that, where I just, because once you get to a certain point, like I could just say things to my dad, like, this is what it needs to happen. Boom, do this, and he was very receptive. But for most of my life, he was like, he's foreboding and don't talk to, and you just felt like, but even my father was aware of my worth, we had a big falling out years before he passed. Probably like 2000 and I don't know, 2002, something. And we had a big fight because I was over him, you know, and I was the one that never really feared him all like that. Like, you know, we grown now, fuck that, you know. And shout out to Marissa Morias. Um, um, I just was never that. Like, I'm me, dude. And I can't remember not being me. And, but even then, it was a special moment because I was telling my dad at that point, you know, I was like, Dad, you don't understand. Like, I'm different, you know, like I'm different than I go, and I'm not like, I go, I don't mean like, you know, you have 9 children and I'm different than that too. I go, I'm different than humanity. I'm not like people on earth. He goes, I know that. I go, why didn't you tell me, you know, I wanted to strangle him then? Like, why come you didn't say that? You know, maybe, and, but, so he was aware of my iniquities. Shout out to Stella Jones, if I didn't say it. Shout out to you, Stella. Um, he wasn't, but by that time I already had him in a certain place, you know, and then, but after that fight, it was just like it opened up the floodgate of beauty for the both of us, you know, for the next 8 years that he would live, and, or 9 years. And we were like little kids, you know, we go to the movies, we talk about people, we talk during the movie, we talk about people in the film. It was beautiful. I don't remember what birthday it was. This is the one I should remember when I was telling you I don't remember my birthdays. But this one I remembered. I don't remember how old I was. But my dad we were going to the movies. Because his birthday is the day before mine. His birthday was yesterday. So if he was still living, I wouldn't have called him yesterday. Because I got to a point where I don't call him on his birthday. Because he'll tell me happy birthday. And I need you to call me on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So if he was alive, then his birthday would have been yesterday. Damn it. But now I'm in the same position because my niece's birthday is tomorrow. So I'm not going to call her. I mean, I don't want her to call me today. And if she calls me, I'm either, you're not going to answer the phone, or I'll tell her, don't tell me happy birthday. Or at the very least, I won't tell her happy birthday. Because then I'll call her tomorrow so her day can be her day, you know. But this day that me and my dad had the big falling out that brought us together closer. It was a beautiful thing because after that we were pulling all-nighters. Because he stayed with one of my sisters, I would go out there and I make a pallet on the floor in his room. We'd pull all-nighters, we'd snack, we'd listen to Malcolm X speeches, we'd listen to, because my father was professional guitarist. I mean, I didn't have to watch the movie Ray. My father knew Ray Charles, toured with him, and knew all those people and everything. Like, I didn't have to watch the movie. So when I did finally see it, it was on DVD, and he's telling you the whole backstory on every scene in the movie, you know? It was beautiful, you know, but this particular birthday, he took me to the movies, and I had spent the night before, and I was on the phone yakking. People were calling me from all over the country, wishing me happy birthday. And he was like, you know, we need to get going. You know, this movie's going to start. It's going to start. You know, we need to get there. And I realized I was procrastinating. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, Dad, all right, you know. So whatever the last phone call I got off of, okay, we're going. So he's going to drive. At this time, he's got full prostate cancer, and he's got the towel on him all the time because he goes through flashes and stuff like that. But, on our way there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to need to stop at the ATM, Dad, because I don't have any money on me. Like, I don't have any cash on me. Like, I'm going to need to go to the ATM. So we keep on going. And then finally, we get to the theater. We're pulling into the plaza. I go, Dad, I need to go to the ATM. Like, I don't have any money on me, you know. I'm being a little bit more forceful about it because, like, I don't have any money and we're going to the movies. So he goes, I got this. But I didn't hear it like that. Now we get out of the car. We're walking up to the box office. I go, Dad, I don't have any money. I need to go to an ATM. I can't. So, I'm not going to tell you my name. He goes, I got this. And I go, oh, he's paying. That's when he's paying. So I was like, okay, I'll give it back to you when, we come out of movies. I'll go to the ATM, I'll give it back to you. I still wasn't getting it. We go in. He goes, did you want anything from the concession? Don't cry, Jedi. Man. Huh. Damn it. Wow. I'm not even emotional, dude. I don't know why I'm doing this. Wow. I gotta get some tissue. Hold the fort, troops. Anyway. Okay, I feel like this is frozen or something because I'm back and y'all don't see me back. Anyway. So, this is fine. I can have this up. This won't show for you guys. Anyways, so he goes, do you want something from the concession? I go, Dad, everything at a movie concession is $5,000. Like, I don't want anything. And I don't have any money. He goes, did you want anything from the concession? And then I go, oh my God, he's totally treating me. He's treating me. Like, I forget it's my birthday. He's treating me. Because this was just experiences we didn't have. I mean, there was cakes and birthdays and stuff like that, but this was something else, The energy was different. And I ordered a bunch of shit that I didn't want from the concession. And we had a fantastic time. Then after that, he took me to the all-you-can-eat buffet. It was beautiful. And then my half sister, my baby sister, she's the one that's closest to me. She's really my protege in so many ways. But I tell her everything, and I called her and I was crying. I was like, "You told you, I feel like I was a little kid. I feel like I was 12. I feel like I was." I think that's why I got emotional right now, because it was just like coming back to me, It was great. Me and my dad had a great relationship, I mean, it was never bad. Like, I mean, the whole time I've been on Earth, but I'm saying, like, I had forged a closeness to him after I became an adult. And then certainly in those last 9 years, it was the most beautiful. Like, it was the most beautiful. Like, we were inseparable. And I also know that my father felt more heard when he talked to me, because my other brothers and sisters, except for my baby sister, they're not the same people. Like, they're not me. They're just not, they just, I can't, you know, and I don't have anything to do with them, so much that I didn't show up at my father's funeral, you know, because I knew they were expecting, you know, because I had already I froze them all out. And then my father's funeral comes along, and I'm sure they're like, oh, now he has to show up. Well, you weren't listening, and you weren't noticing who I am. Because if you knew me, you'd know there's no way he's showing up. He's not showing up. Because he means what the fuck he says, and he's not showing up. He's not. Plus, I know my father knew. He knew the man I am, the principles that I hold, and who I am. So he wasn't expecting to see me, you know? So it was all good. It was all good. It was all good. I don't know how I got off onto that. Anyway, whatever. Shout out to Yoda. Oh, I love that. I'm your husband in your head. I'll be your husband. Cause Lord knows I need a wife. Um, yeah. Al Bango, and I kill that song. Luther's song, Dance with My Father. I kill that song. I kill it. I kill it. I kill it. If I had the track, I would sing it for you guys, but I have to have the track. I can't, because I haven't heard it in a long time. I don't know the words. Yeah, but you know, like I say, God has a way of fixing. Shout out to Most Black. Thank you for the shout out. Shout out to you, Most Black. Um, you know, it was the same thing with my stepmom, you guys. Like, God has a way of fixing things. But that's why I always tell you, you have to live in a space, you have to live in a place of honesty. You know? You don't get it. If you don't get it. There's a requisite for everything. There's a requisite for everything. And you have to be in the right place. You have to be. So, with my second stepmother, who is my half sister's mother, couldn't stand her. Used to wish her dead. So after they had divorced, and now we were no longer, I was no longer at home, and but I still kept close ties with my baby sister. That's why we're close to this day, you know. And anytime I would call to speak to my sister, I would say the most vile shit to my stepmother that I couldn't say when we were at home. Hold on, my phone is ringing, y'all. Hello. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, I'm actually on a live stream right now across the earth. But I I need to, I think my mail will have run by now. I need to go check my mail. But nothing special, you know. Just glad to be here. You know, just glad to be here, man. And I appreciate you remembering my birthday. Appreciate. You know. Um, what are you gonna say? Shut up, Joseph. I'm 25. Damn it. It says it on my birth certificate. It says it right there. It says it right there. It says it. So I don't know. It says it. So I right. What are you doing today? What's going on? Yeah, I know you were telling me it's hard water. I can't. I can't. Oh snap, man. I thought I had disconnected myself, and I got folks looking at me right now. But I didn't. Um, yeah, just because and I'm gonna probably be on this just maybe another 10 or 15 minutes or something like that, and then I'm gonna let it go. But definitely I'll give you a holler back, man. So, all right, you'll have your phone with you. Okay, very well. Right. I know. Right. Yeah, you just told me, Dan. All right, that's the plan. All right, man. All right, peace. Jada Frazier, my baby sister. I miss you and I love you. That's real. And I know you catching hell because I know your weather because that's where my sister and them at. Um, I am not 40. Why y'all trying to age me? Um, yeah, Sass, gotta keep it because that's my ringtone, baby. Yes. Wait. Oh, that's the shit. Greatest composer of our day, John Williams. Period. That piece is called The Throne Room. And I tell you guys, everything that I do in life reflects me. I'm a king, so my ringtone should be The Throne Room. It should sound like my entrance, you know. And I love that piece of music, and I love John Williams as a director, and he's somebody that doesn't. He loves the French horn, which I play, and If you're somebody that's ever been in an orchestra, you play an instrument, you know what I'm talking about. But he also loves the French horn, and his pieces are usually filled with French horn. Plus, his music makes a movie. If without his music, it's not a movie. Like, forget it. We can't. You know, last night, the Oscars, we were on the phone. I didn't hear when they introduced the director, who I love, and I can't remember his name now. When I heard the music, I told my nephew, I go, that's John Williams, that, and I can identify the music. And when it was in the film, I go, that's the piece they played in Superman when his father dies and him and his mother stand up and the wheat fields are just, it's like a Norman Rockwell painting. And she's saying, remember, son, always remember. And that big crescendo with the orchestra, and it's John Williams. Oh, and he goes, Uncle, they just said John Williams. I go, no, are you serious? I go, you see, I know the music. You see, I know it, I know it, I know it, I know it. So, yeah, John Williams. He's the greatest composer of our day. Of our day. You know his music even if you don't think you know it. You know it. Yeah, Jada. Because even when I was on the phone with my nephew last night, they got the alert. No school tomorrow. His little ass was happy. Don't feel bad, T25, because after the live stream is over, it will become a regular video and you can watch the whole thing. So anything you missed, you could always catch up. You'll be good. You'll be good. I will say this too to all y'all folks that wish me happy birthday. If you really want to make this a special birthday for me, then you will go to the link I'm about to put in the description, in the chat right now, and you will donate something, even if it's $1. I'm just asking $1 to this GoFundMe, everybody, because I need to get up out this piece in 2020 and get my bitch ass to Africa. I understand. So, and as I've said to you many times, I'll continue to tell you, I can't do it without you. I need your help. I need your help. And there's no reason why we can't get it done. You know, I was being conservative based on, because I didn't want to ask for what I didn't need, or any more than what I needed, I should say. And so, like I say, even just on my R. Kelly video, the one that I did, I have to look, and I could tell you. Come on. Oh no, the B. Smith video of her husband on The View. That is at 14,225 views. If everybody just gave $1, I would have already shut it down and said, we're done, everybody. We already raised the money. We're done. $1. $1. But yet I've had people give $1,000. I've had people give $200, $300, etc. $1? Y'all, come on. Help your brother. I can't. The second B. Smith video I did, nearly 7,000 views. The Monique Steve Harvey video, nearly 3,500 views. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we're here. You feel me? So the strength in numbers, we have it. We're just not exercising it once again. You see? God help us. If I was on here, well, I kind of see what Dr. Umar Johnson went through, but he was looking for way more, you know. But I'm trying to say, like, oh, it is in there. Okay, it went. I didn't see it. Okay, that's the link for the GoFundMe, everybody. Link to to GoFundMe. But I can understand his frustration because I'm sure whatever he was trying to raise, I don't remember what number he was trying to raise for his school. Oh, damn it. I'm doing this all wrong. Link. I'll just type link and then paste the link. I don't remember what dollar amount he was trying to raise, but I'm sure what he felt in his heart was he knows he's exposed to enough people that when he asked if everybody that could just gave, he would have had what he needed for the school. We can bitch about what he talked about after the fact he didn't raise the money. But I get it. I get it. I get it. It's not lost on me. It's not lost on me. Like I say, I've had this GoFundMe up for how long? And we're at $3,300. And I'm deeply grateful. This is not to say, I'm ungrateful for what we have been able to put together. But I'm saying when you look at a video like that B. Smith video where there's 15,000 freaking views, you go, well, what happened? I can't. And in a way, it's not even fair to the people that have given these large sums of money. They should have had to give that. They should have comfortably been able to give their dollar or whatever and be over it because they know the rest of the brothers and sisters are going to fill in and we'll reach that goal. But they know what I know. So here, Jedi, here's $1,000. The first brother that donated, Kai, I think he donated $200. And he said, I'm paraphrasing his words, I'm going to kill it. He said, I'm donating even though I don't think anybody else will. I was grateful and brokenhearted at the same time. MW, I am finding your house. I am on my way. I'm getting Janet's private jet now. We'll be in Vegas. Don't test me. Don't test me. Don't test me. You are so dusty. I miss you, man. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. I do want to start landing this though, you guys. What was I talking about though? Because I don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger. Anyways, my stepmother. I used to say everything vile to her when she answered the phone. Fuck you, bitch, and fuck you, and bitch, and all the shit I couldn't say when I was at home. Let me talk to my sister. But the last time that I talked to her, God had fixed it. Like that. And I got a million stories, y'all, that I could tell you of how God has turned things on a dime. On a dime. That this minute it's this, the next minute it's not. And not that Christian hocus pocus stuff. This is real. I call up, I'm going to talk to my sister. I'm at a friend's house in D.C. My stepmom answers. And in that moment, she said, how are you? She said my name. I'm fine. And we had a fantastic conversation. Shortly thereafter, she died. I was one of the pallbearers at her funeral. But when I spoke to my dad, I said, Dad, it's so funny because I had been purposely vitriolic to her every time I would speak to her. Because I was still blaming her for stuff that went on at home and, I said, but that day, I had told my dad about that before she died. And when she died, when I talked to my dad, he goes, that's the first thing I thought about. That's the first thing I thought about. That's the first thing I thought about, So it can be fixed, you know. Um, it can be fixed, y'all. It can be fixed. But I say to anybody, especially if you have a mama, because I will never know my mama. I'm not going to ever be able to hold her or kiss her or do anything with her. Just even smell her scent, you know. Like I know my grandmama's scent, you know, because I was always up under her, you know. So that was my mother, really. And it must have been because I was so devastated when my grandmother died. To this day, I'm never going to be over it. I don't need to. I don't need to be over it. I don't need to be over it. I don't need to. I don't need to. I'm never going to be over it. I'm never going to be over it. I won't be over it. I won't be over it. And, but I say that to you that, you know, um, if you have both your parents, quite frankly, but certainly if you have your mother, because that's the vessel of life that you came out of. And as profound of a human being as I am, and as much as things like that matter to me, it's a damn, I would appreciate that more than anybody. Because if I'm the same person I am now, which I can't imagine I wouldn't have been, I would be at my mother's side going, I came from her. That's the vessel. That's God, practically, you know? So I don't understand these people that get all up on their shoulders and their mother is a problem and this. I don't understand you and I don't have shit to do with you. Like, fuck you. And if she gave birth to you, because how dare you? How can you? Oh man, T25, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you for that. Thank you. Um, appreciate your mothers, y'all. And as I always say, grandmothers run the world. You know, to me, it's grandmothers. Even my mother had lived, and if I had known my mom, I would still say grandmothers rule the world. It's grandmothers. It's grandmothers. It's grandmothers. Real grandmamas. Not them heifers still at the club. No, real grandmas. You know, that when you see them and you feel their wisdom, the energy of their wisdom before they even approach you. You feel it, you know. Those grandmothers, like people I've known over my lifetime, like they will tell you, if I meet you and I'm your friend and we're friends, and then you introduce me to your grandmother, I'm with your grandmother most of the time. I don't even know you no more. I gravitate to grandmothers because I think part of me is an old soul anyway, and um, and I am addicted to the wisdom and the point of view that they bring. You know, it's magic, and but I also love old men to hang around, like them old men that's they know everybody, they got every story. I'm one of these people, I love to be challenged intellectually, and I love when I can just sit and listen and just absorb and take in. You know, that's when I'm most at peace. Um, and they have it, you know, and it's not about an MBA or bachelor's and no, it's just life is coming forth from them. They have antidotes for everything. They know it all. Their wisdom, their way of dealing with everything, the way they see everything, everything is something to marvel at. You know, I just want to sit at their feet, you know. I just do, you know. But I think because I've been an old soul, and then also, I also have, I'm going to say this is the last thing I'm going to say. Maybe. Um, really, KR. I feel you, Sass. Man, I can cook because my grandmama, you know, because of her. I was in that kitchen this is the way you're supposed to do to so-and-so. This is the way you're supposed to do to so-and-so. I didn't think I was really fixing it. I don't know what she's telling me. But there I was. Then the first time that I ever moved out, I was in college, I was sharing an apartment with a buddy of mine. And I'm cooking now. Thanks for the time thing, Sass, because I didn't know how long we've been here. So we're definitely starting to land. And I've told you guys this story before too, but the first time I went to fix some dressing. Actually, I was going to fry some chicken. And I'm like, how come my chicken is not coming out breaded like Graham's chicken? Why is this not? I can't. And every time I would fry it, I'm putting it in the flour, I'm seasoning it, one Thanksgiving, I think it was Thanksgiving or something, we was all at the house. And I said, Graham, how come my chicken don't come out like yours? It seemed like mine don't have no flour on it once I fry it, And my father said, I noticed the same thing too. Mine don't either. She said, you ain't rinsed the chicken? Range, not rinse. You ain't rinsed the chicken? I said, Graham, was I supposed to range it? It has to be wet. Oh my God. Anyways, from that day to this, my chicken is the bomb. And then I do something my grandma didn't even do. A tip for y'all. If you ever want your chicken to be extra crispy, you add you some baking powder to your flour. I figured that out on my own. I had to pop the do-rag and the collar for that. Anyway, yeah, or you can just get some self-rising flour. Because why it's self-rising? Because they've already added the baking powder for you. But you add you some baking powder to your flour, and your chicken, whatever you fry, will be crispity, crunchity, crispity, crunchity. And people be like, girl, how come this so crunchy? Just tell me, I don't know, I just fried it up. You always lie about your recipe. I learned that from my grandmama. I know she just slaved in the kitchen for hours, and somebody, we eat something, like, Mr. Mel, this is so good. She goes, I just flopped it up there. I don't know what I did. I just flopped it up there. That's the queen of my life, y'all. Only thing greater than her is God. That's it. My grandmother's everything. Still in death. Not getting over shit. I don't need to. But the first time I went to make dressing, I think I told you guys this story. This is one I was going to say a minute ago. I make homemade cornbread, right? And nobody makes better buttermilk cornbread than me. I will fight you. So I make my homemade cornbread. And I put it in the thing. I've already got my chicken parts boiling and seasoned. You feel me? So you pour that in there. You keep adding that with the giblets until it's the right thing. And I kept tasting it. It don't taste like dressing. Why is this that? I can't. Finally, I call it one of my sisters. Her lying ass. I said, I'm making dressing. How come it don't taste like our dressing? So she started naming everything. I said, I made my cornbread. Of course I made it. Did you put the sauce on there? Yeah, I did. Did you do this? Did you put any sage in there? I was like, nah. I don't even own no sage. She's like, that's what you need, dummy. I screeched my bitch ass tires to the fucking grocery store. Came back, put that sage in there. Boom. My whole childhood came back to me. Every bit of it. From scratched knees to first day of kindergarten, goddammit. And you know what? I'm just going to call you Angel. My father's, or my grandmama's sister. It's the prince. I'm not going to answer. Call from the prince. Damn it. Okay, I'm on a live stream. The entire world can hear you. Watch your tone. What's up, man? Right now? I am. I'm about to. I'm landing the plane though, so I can get off. Oh wow, that's cool. Everything is done. And everything is done. It's done. And everything is done. But yeah, I'm gonna call you when I get out. I gotta call Joseph back too because he called me. Okay. But I'm gonna call you when I get off of this stream. Okay, I mean, you could call Joseph first if you need to. I probably am, because he's going to be, he was doing something with his car, and I can just fence up him quickly, and then I can, then I'll get back to you. Yeah, just whatever. Alright, man. I love you. Okay. I love you too. Assalamu alaikum. So my auntie, Albango, her pound cake was legendary. Like she made pound cake, but she called it 7-Up cake. At the end of Ramadan for Muslims, we always have a big feast. On our holiday, it's called Eid al-Fitr. And it can be anywhere. It could be at the mosque, it could be at a hall, it could be wherever, whatever your Muslim community is, right? So this particular time we lived in Arkansas. And it was time for the Eid after the holy month of Ramadan. And my aunt came to Arkansas from Chicago. There were hundreds of us out there for many months after all people were talking about was that 7-Up cake. It was the most delicious thing. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, she would put her toe in it. You understand? So, wow. And then my nephew, like my whole family, there's a lemon meringue pie recipe that's been in our family since before I came to Earth. His little ass can make it too. It's a rite of passage. Everybody knows how to make it in the family. The only thing is, when you make it, people don't believe you made it. Like, I've had jobs where I took that on the day we're having a potluck or some bullshit, you know, and I bake a couple of pies, and they go, "You made this?" You know, like, as if, like, fuck you, bitch, you want to take this outside? Like, we can take it outside. Like, you know. People that don't even like lemon pie love this pie. It's that delicious. And it's the only one I will eat. And quick story for you on that. I don't know if I was in college yet, but me and some of my buddies, we went to probably a Denny's or an IHOP or some bullshit, some restaurant, and we ate, and then, you know, they come around and ask you, do you want dessert? And I was like, yeah, I'll have lemon meringue pie. This is how sheltered my upbringing was. So I go, I'll have lemon meringue pie. And they ordered whatever they ordered. And then they came to the table and they were putting down the dessert and they put the lemon meringue pie in front of me. I go, excuse me. And I was deathly serious. I go, excuse me, I ordered lemon meringue pie. And she's going, that, and all my friends like, that's lemon meringue pie. That's lemon meringue pie. I go, that's not lemon meringue pie. That's not it. I didn't realize that what I grew up eating was unique only to my family. I go, that's not lemon meringue pie. I argued them down. I go, that's not lemon meringue pie. It doesn't look like that. Everybody knows it doesn't. They're like, that was lemon meringue pie. I'm like, that ain't lemon meringue pie. Take shit back. And I never ate it. But that's when I realized, oh, what we do is something different. Oh, okay. You know. KR says a pinch of this and a dash of that. I actually saw one of your videos, KR, somewhere, something, where you made a spread. Like, I think you had baked it. I feel like you had baked a turkey or chicken or something and some other stuff. I seen some stuff you did. Yeah, Warsh. Especially up there where you at, I think about, Jada. But Warsh, they say that up in New York too, says Warsh. Like my stepmother used to say Warsh. You have to Warsh. And we were like, because we're from the south side of Chicago, what's this bitch with this Warsh? What is this Warsh? Because we were from the south side of Chicago, and we were highly ghetto. Highly ghetto. Highly. And I think I still hold on to some. But I embrace that too. Goddamn it, it just gives me another layer. Damn it, I am ghetto. What? I will fight you and stab you. Anunkit. Assalamu alaikum. Letitia Lindsay. Shout out to you. I don't think I shouted you out. I think I got everybody in, you guys. I hope. But like I say, you guys can go to the GoFundMe, you guys. That's the greatest thing you could do for me on this day. Abundant Melanated Queen, shout out to you. The LV Glam 26, shout out to you. I'm seeing all these new people now, and I'm trying to get off. But the greatest thing you guys can do is go. I put the link in the thing. I'll do it again. Go to the GoFundMe, you guys, and donate whatever you have the power to do. If you secretly know Oprah and you can really make it happen, then God bless you. So I'm saying, tell the helper to call me. Link, or I'll just put donate. Oh shit! I don't know what I did. I just hit something on my keyboard that I shouldn't have hit. Project primacy. I'll do that already. Right. Donate. And all you have to do is click on the link. It's in the description box. It's in the chat. I put it in there several times already. You can click on that and go directly to GoFundMe. If you got $1, then you proudly give your $1. It all adds up, everybody. Like I say, if everybody had given $1 on that B. Smith video, I'd be like, you guys, thank you. So I know I'd be in tears because I cried everything. But I'd be in tears saying, thank you guys so much. You raised the money. I can't believe it. And whatever words will come out of me at that time, you know. So don't hold back, everybody. Don't be hesitant, you know, and just do it, you know. Shout out to Shining Star. Amen. It's your birthday too. What's up, Shining Star? Yes. Only great people were born on this day. If you weren't born on this day, you guys, we'll pray for you. We'll have to pray for you. We'll have to pray for you. You see. Shout out to Samantha Rose. Yours is tomorrow, so is my niece's. You're in the company of greatness. So I'm saying it's only a 24-hour window, goddamn. It's a 24-hour window. So I'm saying a 24-hour window. I'm saying either born on 25th or 26th. So I'm saying yes, great people were born on this day. In fact, my brother's wife, one of my brothers, his wife printed out a thing called The Day You Were Born, and it tells you all the shit that was on the earth. Because I've always been obsessed with that. Like, what was happening when I was born? What was the energy when my mother was pregnant? Because I believe that affects who I am now, you know. That's why I tell you guys, when Muslim women are pregnant, shout out to Nicole J. Send me a piece of that cake then. If you just made it last week, that means it's still good. Holla at your boy, FedEx me a piece. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, y'all? Somebody remind me. What was I just saying right now? Miss Denova. Shout out to you. Here y'all all come now. I'm trying to get off here. Shout out to you, Miss Denova. Good to see you, girl. Appreciate you. What was I saying, you guys? Just, I don't know. Anyways, I'm obsessed with the energy that was on the earth before I was born. You know. Uh, oh, oh my God, I can't. Yeah, I'm getting off. Uh, our Muslim women, thank you, Angel. Um, Muslim women, when they're pregnant, like first of all, we understand the woman to begin with, because God has already told us. You see, there's even a whole chapter of the Quran called the women. That's why I tell my women, God is not playing about you. He's not playing about you. He's not playing about you. And anyway, so certainly when that woman is pregnant, we don't upset her at all. You don't want to change her chemical at all, because something very holy is taking place. You understand? So you don't say the wrong things around her, because that's going to filter into that baby. This is a time of extreme holiness. And you know who I see really embracing that? They escape me now. Damn it. Anyways. Okay, yeah, thanks, KR. I'm gonna bring that back too. Like, we just don't play around. Like, when my half-sister, my nephew's mom, when she was pregnant with her, I used to read to my sister and speak to her in the womb. I have to believe that's why we're so close to this day. She's my favorite person on earth to talk to. She's everything. And I have to trace that back to before she was born even. I spent the most time with her when she was born. She's the first baby whose diaper ever changed, because I was the baby before her. And so she's the first baby's diaper ever changed. I used to stroll her. She was always the one being sloughed off on me, and I loved it. Like, I made her take her first steps. All of that, you know. So, you know, I just hate when women are not in that place of holiness when they're pregnant. Everything about you should be different. You should almost float when you walk, you know? It's that powerful. But it's so random now. You know, people should part the way for a pregnant woman. You know, she's pregnant. You know, but it's just not seen in its proper place of admiration and holiness. It's just not, you know. But we just don't upset the mother because she's bringing forth that child. You know, when you watch especially on your utmost around her now that she's pregnant, because everything's going to filter that baby. All of it. You know. And I see videos of women out in the street fighting and they pregnant. You know, shout out to Information Man. Shout out to you. Thank you, brother. And yeah, KR, there is. They found out. Muslims have known for 1,500 years, but they found out. Last thing I want to say is, because I was saying my sister-in-law, she had a thing. I have it here. And it's the day you were born. And that's it. It's Tamara Mowry. Thank you. It is her. I feel mothered when I watch her. She's such a mom. She's such a mother. Like, she is that. Oh my God. Anyway, but it tells you what was going on. Tell me when, Information. but it tells you what all was happening on the earth the day you were born. And it was so funny when she presented those. It was like a family reunion type thing, and she was giving these to everybody based on your birthday. And I had already been contemplating that from a very young age. I don't know what age I was, and I always wondered what was going on when I was born. What was happening before I was born? What was happening? What was happening? You know, it's almost like I need to know that. Like, what was it? Because I feel like that informs who I am, and it gives me more insight into myself and a bunch of things. Like, what was the energy on the earth? What was happening when I was born? Or when my mom was pregnant with me? What was happening? You know, obsessed with it, obsessed. And so when she presented this, you know, obviously it can't be everything, but it was significant. Thank you, information. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. Miss Patty Cakes 55, shout out to you. I love you back. Show your love over on the GoFundMe. Okay, you have my email, right? You should have it. And oh, if you don't, let me know. Oh, if you don't. Somebody else. I shouted out, Miss Patty Cakes. I thought I saw another name that I hadn't seen. Anyways, there's an old song by a group, an all-female group, before Beyonce had her female band. Thank you, please. There's a group called Climax, Klymaxx, and they had a song called The Men All Pause. Then they came with another song, Meeting in the Ladies' Room. But at the end of this Men All Pause, because there's all these little speaking interludes in there by one of the singers. And at the end she goes, I love you all, but I've got to go. Like, cause she's like real like high society, you know, like, so she puts that on, you know, like, where's my mirror? You know, I had to leave my condo to come to this, you know. It's this whole little thing throughout the interludes, right? So when she gets to the end, she goes, I love you all, but I've got to go. Like, as if you just want more, you know, like, oh no, please don't leave us, you know. So I use that sometimes. I love you all, but I've got to go. So I do have to go, you guys. I don't know when I'll be doing another live stream. It will be soon, inshallah. I'm questioning now, Jedi, because I listen to a lot of music and really when I was pregnant with Zach, and now wonder the same about my mom. You know, KR, I just say that to any women, protect yourself. Because know that when you're in a state of pregnancy, know that that young soul is susceptible to everything. That's when you got to really guard what you say, what you do, control your energy. You understand? Don't have anybody around you that's toxic. It's got to be holiness. It's got to be holiness. This is why we have great children. Great children, you know. My nephew, the prince, outstanding kid. Outstanding. I love him. And the older he gets, it seems like I just love him even more, because our relationship gets to evolve. You know, at some point in his life, I won't be complete dictator, although as long as I live, what I say goes. But I'll pull back more and let you fly. Okay. Okay. You know, but as he gets older, I'm able to share more with him and, you know, all kinds of things. But guard yourselves, women. If you've not been pregnant, if you're gonna be pregnant or whatever, just guard yourself. Tell people, I'm gonna stay in holiness. I can't, you know, I can't. Wonder how so many babies will turn out. Well, my biggest fear, Angel, is that they won't be black. Even if they black as this do-rag, they won't be black, and that concerns me. You know, we got to keep our essence, everybody, as a people. We just do, you know. Um, I, we just do, damn it. You know, we just do. We just do. Um, but you know, KR, we're not really calling our kids Zach. Is that short for Zachary? Zach. That's Skylar and Zach and Tyler. I'm just messing with you, girl. Um, yeah, but you know, you have to wonder. You know, that's important because like I say, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, a physical human experience. But we're spiritual, you know, and so that all matters. I'm very much in tune with the spiritual side of my existence. I can't live without it. You know, that's why you hear me say so much about the universe and the truth, and because those things are that's everything. It's the nucleus of it's everything. It's everything. It's everything. It's everything. It's everything. It's everything. I can't even say it enough. It's literally everything. Now I figured it was Zechariah. Uh, by the way, who Muslims have great respect for. Um, I think I got all of y'all. This was a very good live stream, my people. I love when you guys are interactive, you know, even if you get on my nerves, I love that too. Because like I said, there's no stone you can throw at me that I can't deal with. I'm someone who's centered in himself. I know, you know, and I'm only here to represent the truth, you know. So that's everything, you know. Um, yeah, KR, over 14,000 views, working on 15,000 yearly, you know. So it's again, we have the strength, we have the power within ourselves, you know, right here, right here. I just threw it together. I know, okay, all right. I just threw it together. Like, no, I've never been a big fan of peach cobbler. I could probably name the peach cobblers I've ate that I will eat. Like, I can't eat everybody's peach cobbler. I can't. First of all, it's got to be somebody black. That's first, and then I can't eat all black folks peach cobbler either. Pamela, just seeing that. I don't know if you're going already, but I'm going to my sister, and I'm so glad you're able to come through. I'm gonna go, you guys, because I have things to do. And I also have a couple of commitments. I need to call my nephew back. I need to call my best friend Joseph back. And, uh, and, no, but that was a real person though, too, KR. And, and I need to get out of the house, you know, and let the sun shine on me today, you know. Um, but I have enjoyed all of you guys. I thank you guys so much. who were kind enough to come through and be a part of this, to wish me happy birthday. To those of you guys who donated, I thank you guys so much for that. I do hope all of you guys will go to the GoFundMe link. And let's move that needle, because we're going to run out of time. It's the end of February. You know, December's going to be here like that. Boom, it's going to be 2020. You know, I'm trying to be out of here. I'm trying to be out of here. But I'm going to try and do these as often as I can, you guys. Because I do love the opportunity to be able to speak to you directly. And I hope that you, there it goes, I sound like I'm quoting my wife, but I'm not. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do, because for me, it's an opportunity for you to talk to me and me talk to you in real time. Like right now, you know. And eventually, I've been saying I want to be able to do hangouts, because that way we can speak, you know. People can come into the hangout and that you could speak, you know. I like that. I just don't know how to do it, you know. But information, he does a lot of those, and so maybe he could teach me and walk me through it or something. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. I love you all, and know that I love you, my people. I only exist on this platform out of my love for you, you know. And as I say, you can't love anybody, you can't love your people if you don't love yourself. I love me. I love me. I really like me. I really like me. I'm like, that's cool. Because it's like, I don't know, I can't. Anyways, so, but I extend that love to you. And so that's why I'm even on these platforms and have been, you know, for the time that I have been. It's out of my love for you and wanting to see us in a better place. And I feel like I'm not really in frame, and I haven't been the entire time, because I'm wearing my necklace of knowledge and wisdom. I must have slumped or something. I don't know. When I started, I thought I was sitting up higher. I just pray that you all take something from me. You know, that you take something from me, because if you can just even get a teaspoon of who I am and what I know, you'd be on a pretty sure trajectory of change in your own life, you know. But it has to ripple out. It's like a pebble on a pond. It ripples. It ripples. See? That's why I would say the greatest thing you do is thumbs up and share the video. Thumbs up and share. You know. Speaking of sharing, I didn't share this damn video to let people know we were on. Whatever. I'm not doing it now. It's too late. Whatever. I'm over it. Anyways, I'm going to go now. As I prepare to make my exit. I will see you guys soon. The next video that I'm hoping to release for you, I'm bringing you statistics and breaking down, because I'm really sick and tired of people trying to attach themselves to our suffrage. So the best way to shoot that down is with facts. You understand? Shoot it down with facts and information and statistics and real data to say your bitch ass is not suffering and set your ass down. Set your shit. Not gonna get worked up. Anyways, I love you guys all. And I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.